If you're looking for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products, you need to go to ashkickin.com.
My name's Courtney, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Appreciate you, man. Dante's Boxing Nation over here with the man Floyd Mayweather.
DBN Nation, of course. Support DBN Nation. You're hearing it from Floyd Money Mayweather. What's going on? Talk
good looking, man. We out here in Toronto at your event right now. We looking at all these fighters trying to accomplish what you have done. Some fighters trying to step up in weight. You know, they're losing or it's harder. If you can just explain how difficult it is to move up in weight, going against fighters that are bigger, 15, 20 pounds bigger, 14 years younger, and you can't rely on power anymore. Now you gotta, use other intangibles. If you could just explain how difficult that is, because you, like the only one that was successful doing that.
Well, my thing was this, patience. It's all about having patience. I was at 130. Well, actually, in the Olympics, I was at 125. But international 125 is 57 kilograms, which would be 125 and a half. Oh. That's when I was in the Olympics. That same year, I turned professional at 130. So I got a bronze medal at 125, turned professional at 130. In less than 24 months, I was world champion at 130. There was no rush. Whereas in certain fighters, they have to rush because they're a lot older. Whereas with me, myself, I didn't have to rush. I was professional as a teenager, 19 years old, became world champion at 130, eventually became champion at 135, became world champion at 140, became champion at 147, and also became world champion at 154. At one particular time, I was the only fighter in the sport of boxing history to hold the WBC and the WBA at junior middleweight, and to hold the WBC, WBO, and WBA at welterweight all at one time. And things happen. I was luck on my side. I can't really say luck. Just God-given talent, a smart team, and just me taking my time, doing the right things.
Certain fighters that you beat, Floyd, did they ever make any type of surprising revelations to you, like after the fight, like, dang, I didn't know you hit that hard, Floyd, or something?
Well, when I was at 130, and early on in my career, I was a heavy hitter. Very, very agile, very sharp, I counter punch, but then I got older. After the Arturo Gatti fight, it seemed like the body broke down. Honestly, it seemed like the body broke down, but I still had my sharp mind. I mean, as far as the hands breaking down, rib injuries, a lot of injuries, knee injuries, feet injuries, just a lot of injuries. But I still have my sharp mind. You could never take that away from me. So I still was finding ways to beat the best in the business with my sharp mind.
Now, because ESPN and all them, people comparing you.
I'm telling him to go.
Oh, okay.
People comparing, you to Lomachenko. I want to get your thoughts on Lomachenko's performance on Linares and how you think he would do against Mikey Garcia.
I mean, I did had a chance to watch, that fight. When a guy went to the Olympics twice and was able to, 400 some amateur fights.
Then the World Boxing Series, he had 11 fights or something like that.
Okay, well, that was needed. Well, with a fighter like me, I could have, if I was rushing, I could have turned professional at 15. It wasn't needed. I was able to turn professional at 19, and now
You didn't do too bad either.
I won't say that. Now what and by the time I was 40, I made over $1 billion. So I'm not hurting for anything, but I think Lomachenko, congratulations to Lomachenko. He's going out there doing what he's supposed to do. Whereas he's 30 years old, and whereas when I was 30, I was making over 30 million a fight. So I can't really say how much he's making, but I'm not here to knock any fighter. I wish Lomachenko nothing but the best. We have a young lion, Gervonta Tank Davis, and I think if Gervonta would have hit Lomachenko with that same shot.
Yeah.
Linares hit him with, you know, because when Tank smells blood, he's gonna go for the kill like a young pretty boy Floyd, not like a money Mayweather, but a young pretty boy Floyd. He's gonna go for the kill.
Floyd,
Did you tell Tank how you should fight him?
I got a question. Right on the Tank's topic. I got Leonard right here. I know this is about Badou Jack. We'd love to have Tank fight here in the city. He has a good relationship with Drake. What do you think about having Tank come here and fight here?
Well, the thing is this. You say he has a good relationship with Drake. I mean, I can't really...
It seems according to social media.
Well, my thing is this. You know, I think Drake is a hell of an artist.
Right.
You know, one thing about me, I mean, when you're talented, you can't take it away from a guy. But, you know, my thing is I want fighters to focus on what they have to do inside their ring and continue to build your fan base and then hopefully get to where I'm at or surpass me. You know, my advice to all the young fighters, don't just be the next Floyd Mayweather, surpass Floyd Mayweather. And that's what it's about, you know, and that's what I tell young fighters. Don't be like me, be better than me.
Floyd, what can fans expect on Saturday night?
What the fans can expect Saturday, blood, sweat, and tears, excitement. That's what it's about. Badou Jack, the Ripper. He's in his 3rd world title fight, fighting against, I think, his 6th world champion in a row. So it's going to be an exciting fight. Adonis Stevenson, he's been world champion since 2013, half a decade. So he don't look to give it up easy. Badou Jack wants it. He's hungry. 2 lions. It's a 50-50. Watch this fight Saturday. You can't miss it. Stevenson, Jack, Mayweather Promotions. It's all about excitement.
Good looking, man. Good looking, man.
Okay.
You see.
Last one right here.
All right. Last question.
There's no rush. Don't listen to Kelly Swanson. Don't listen to Kelly Swanson. There's no ruch. What's going on?
You see, okay, a couple more.
I mean, I came out.
Check.
No, I did not tell you that.
They did.
Who was that?
Everybody that loves you dearly.
Kelly, you know I'm not fighting no more. Kelly, let me do my job. I just told you I didn't want to do no interviews. Then you said you are going to do interviews. Now you told me to do interviews. Now you're trying to take me away from them. No. Let me show Dante's Boxing Nation some love.
That's what I'm talking
Dante,
about.
he's been at the Mayweather Boxing Club for years, grinding, working hard. Dante also, you know, paid a lot of his own money, just like a lot of different other companies, to support us. So I must show love back.
I appreciate that, man. 1,000%. Let me ask you about the welterweight division since you reigned there so long.
Yes.
I just want to ask you about Errol Spence. Do you almost feel bad for him? It seems like he's having a hard time fighting the other guys, and you got Keith Thurman who just had to give up one of his belts. Do you feel bad about him in the situation, or what do you think? Is he going to get some of these dudes in the ring?
Well, my thing is this. I mean, everything takes time. If he can't get no fights at 147, go to 154. Can't get no fights at 154, go to 160. He's a big guy anyway. So, I mean, eventually, I mean, and you got to realize when he went overseas, he was in a very, very exciting fight.
Yeah.
It was a good fight. But I had to lean towards Errol Spence because, you know, Kell Brook come from 190 pounds all the way down to 147. I knew eventually it was going to take a toll on him deep in the fight. So I had to lean towards Errol Spence. But I was I was able to, I boxed Errol Spence. You know, when I came home and I was, I went away on a short vacation. I was locked away. But Errol Spence, tough, solid competitor, a hell of a fighter.
Okay, going back to Tank Davis. So what do you see or what do you want next for him? You talked about the Lomachenko situation. What do you want next for him in the next
There's
couple
no
fights?
rush. There's no rush, like I said, for the Lomachenko fight. I know that you guys, I was doing a sit down on Showtime. You see me talk about Lomachenko and Tank fighting. There's no rush to make that fight happen. My job is go out there and get my guys, good money and get my guys world titles. And you see, Tank, less than a year ago, less than 11 months ago, lost his title on the scale. But me, as the great promoter that I am, got him in a world title fight. He's world champion again. He's making good money, and his fan base is growing on the outside, and that's what it's about.
Yeah. So nobody in particular though, outside of Lomachenko?
Nobody in particular. I mean, I was thinking that we got the guy at Robert Easton at 135. I would love to let Gervonta and Robert Easton meet up real soon. We should make that fight happen. But like I said before, only thing I want to do is continue to help fighters grow. You know, Gervonta has a great background. He's from Baltimore, and a lot of times, I can't get up here and talk about who he wants to fight, but I can speak on what I think is a very exciting fight, and I think that him and Robert Easton could be a very exciting fight. But one thing about Gervonta, he has the equalizer.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, Floyd. All right.